welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. You've heard her music on shows like Hacks, New Girl, The Young and the Restless, and more. Please welcome musical artist Ren Martinez. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited to have you on the show to talk about your career, your music career especially, because again, the resume that I just kind of ran down, some of my favorite shows, my mom's favorite show as well. So I want to start out just talk to us about your music career a little bit. You know, what got you started to pursue this?
Yeah, of course. I grew up in a really kind of musical family and was singing from a very, very young age. I kind of grew up in a really fun era for pop music. I grew up listening to the Spice Girls and Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys and all that kind of stuff. And I was very, very into it. And as I got older, started like slowly maturing those tastes and started writing my own songs when I was pretty little. And started finally kind of getting up the courage to share those songs when I was a teenager. And I went and studied music in college. I went to USC in their pop music program, and I really developed there as a songwriter. And I think for me, that is kind of when things started to really move forward. I think for any musical artist, like honing those songwriting skills, if you can, like it's really important. So once I started making my own music, recording, releasing, I was really lucky to get some really cool film and TV placements that I was really excited about too.
Being like a bit of a legacy within LA, did you feel the pressure to go into music and acting, or was it like again a passion that you had found because it was around you so much that you just fell into it?
I definitely didn't receive any pressure. I think it's one of those things for me, there really isn't a time in my life that I can remember where I didn't want to do this always. It was just such an ingrained part of my personality that I just like, from the time I was so young, it was just my favorite thing. And I think there is definitely a sense if you grow up, I did grow up around a lot of people who were making a living as artists in the entertainment industry and things like that. And I think if you do have that proximity, I'm sure that it's easier for it to feel like an option because you're seeing it happening. That being said, like you see the good, the bad, and the ugly of it. Like it's not very romanticized when it's like right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even that is a good thing, because I think you really got to know that you want it because you know the difficulty that comes along with it. But yeah, for me, like no pressure from anyone, but a lot of support, which is really invaluable. I'm very thankful for that.
I love hearing that that point of view. Speak as experience, as it is romanticized, these kind of roles we take on in entertainment, but people don't realize just how much work it is, or the ugly side of things, the bad days. You don't hear about them as much, but you grow up in them, so you know what you're about to jump into when you jump into these kind of careers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so you've such great shows your music has been a part of, and I was jamming out to them a couple days ago. I can easily see why they're in so many fantastic projects. I'm curious if you could have one of your songs on a TV show or a movie, what would it be? So what would it be?
Like what would the show be?
Yeah, like if there's a show out there, like I want my song on there.
Oh my God! I mean, the first thing that just popped into my head. I'm obsessed, as many are. I'm obsessed with The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like swept the nation. That's probably like of everything that's airing right now. Like that's the thing I'm most excited about. And also, they have incredible music on that show. I don't know who the music supervisor is, but whoever they are, the music is unreal. And that's one of my favorite. They call it a needle drop. That's like the term for a song that starts to play kind of dramatically in film or television. And I think that maybe the best one I've maybe ever seen in my life was on the last season of that show, when this kind of like a hard chef guy who's really like rough around the edges has finally had this day where he's had this like really polished, beautiful day of work, and he gets in his car and he just starts blasting Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I gasped. I was like, oh my God, that was such an amazing moment of music and storytelling. Like, I have chills. So that's like my first thought. I'm like, it would be so cool to have a song on that show. And I think that show is gonna go a while longer. So
I
maybe.
hope so. I hope so. New season just started, so I'm very excited to see the future of the Bear, and hopefully Ren Martinez music will be on there in a future season.
Thank you.
So now also I want to talk a little bit about you're getting into voiceover work as well and acting. How has the jump been from, a music career to more performative work?
Yeah, it's really fun, honestly. I've gotten to do a lot of like in-studio voiceover work in LA. I've done a lot of dubbing for international shows, and I've done a little bit of like background work on some anime shows as well. And I've always acted since I was a little kid. That's always been a huge part of my life too. And it's really interesting to get to do voiceover because you kind of do get to marry that acting performance, which I really love and I think is so fun, and is also something that's really helpful for me just as a really emotional person. It's really fun to get to do work where emoting is part of that work. It's good for your mental health. And it's also fun to like be in studio still. And that's kind of like a safe place for me to be, in the booth. And it's really fun. I hope to keep getting to do more of it. It's been really cool.
And so you've been putting all this work in your music now. Is there anything in the pipeline that we should be keeping an eye out for from you?
Yes, so I've released a couple EPs under the name Ren Farren. So if you're looking to hear what's already out on Spotify or Apple Music, it's RenFarren. But I'm changing it to my full name, Ren Martinez. And I have a full-length album that's going to come out under the name Ren Martinez. It's going to be out at the end of summer. I'm going to start releasing the singles quite soon. I think the first one will be out in July. The album is called Fingers Crossed. I'm really excited about it. I wrote the whole thing and I'm very proud of it. And the first single, it's a song called Bad Days 2, which made me laugh when you were talking about like knowing about the bad days, because that's what that song is about. And that song's gonna be coming out in July. So look out for it, Bad Days 2 by Ren Martinez on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you listen.
Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'll be checking it out in July. Well, Ren, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you. And everyone, please check out more of Ren Martinez's music on Spotify, SoundCloud, and iTunes. And check out the latest album, Cross Our Fingers, in July. Oh, Ren, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.